Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to some more Funday Sunday. And we are taking out the Akizuki. I haven't played this ship in a little while. It's still a fun ship, especially when we are dealing with carriers. And yes, there are two carriers in this match. I am actually joined with Udachi in the Yukikaze, which is a interesting boat to say the very least. 8-kilometer torpedoes goes 76 knots, something like that. I might be entirely wrong, but as you can see, there's double shikakus on the enemy team. So, what are we going to do today? Well, as you probably guessed, we're going to be dealing with a lot of CV planes. But anyways, we are playing on, now that I can't even think of the map, Trap. And we are going to be pushing in towards B, and B is generally a dangerous place, to say the very least. But one nice thing about this map is the middle of B has that very large islands, and destroyers and even light cruisers like to get behind it and use it to their advantage. Now, as you can see, I have my defensive, or my AA off, just because I don't want to get spotted trying to push in here. And yes, I probably could have pummeled those planes, but it's better to get in a good position where I can't actually take any other damage. But our poor Anshan is currently being attacked by the enemy Shikaku rocket planes. So it's unfortunate for him, but now that we're actually in a position, we can actually deal some damage. Now, obviously, as you can see, the Cap is currently being contested by a pesky little destroyer. We do know he's kind of around somewhere. Lump dropping some torpedoes. Really doubt he's going to push this way. More than likely he is going to try to get behind the island. Now that obviously is Cleveland, and he does have the possibility of running radar. And gonna pop off a few shots just to get some damage in, if at all possible. There we go. We actually got 7 damage, 396, nothing too overly impressive, but we'll see that Cleveland again in just a moment. Now, we do know there is a destroyer in this Cap, and the Yukikaze is actually a very stealthy destroyer. He is, I believe, 5.4 kilometers. Do pop my own smoke screen, because here come the planes, and just watch the plane kill counter. Benson finally pops up. And at this range, this Benson is just going to get absolutely wrecked. No matter what he can do. Best thing he'd really do right now is just try to smoke screen, but even the Anshan is currently spotting him. So not much in the way of being able to get away. And of course, here comes those torpedoes. Those torpedoes could be an issue if I stop, but I do manage to get in reverse, and I don't know why my FPS is downright crap, so I do apologize. Torpedoes are kind of jumping back and forth. Cleveland is now coming around, and just watch how quickly this Cleveland just gets melted. Now, I don't think that I have IFHE on this Akizuki as of yet. I think this is a ship I'm currently trying to retrain, but Cleveland did eat a torpedoes, and just look at that, those torpedoes going inbound to that Cleveland. And fortunately for that Cleveland, and unfortunately for Udachi, he's not going to get the kill, but I do. There we go. That is our first kill of the game, and now we have full control of the current Cap. Be nice if we can do a little bit more damage. And this is where things get really interesting. The enemy, oh my word, I'm going to mispronounce this. Vlad, I'm just going to say it's Vlad, is currently pushing in. Now, it is a Russian ship, and obviously the closer it is, the more deadly it is. However, when it's facing off against destroyers, it is somewhat out of weakness, and this Miyoko really wants to get behind this island, which I really don't blame him. Does want to get at least some protection. Now, don't know what this Vlad is going to do. Obviously, he's not going to be that stupid and push into a couple of destroyers, especially a Yukikaze. And this is where things are going to get a little bit interesting. Now, my smoke screen is about to come off cooldown. We still have 30 seconds. Going to go ahead and hop into Udachi's. Now, there's also a Sean Horse currently sitting on the other side of that island. And we're gonna see whether or not we can get rid of this Vlad. This Vlad made a very poor choice, in my opinion, on pushing into this camp. He doesn't have any spotting, he doesn't have any screening from destroyers. He does obviously have the CV, but in just a little bit we're actually going to be able to at least go invisible with our smoke screen. There we go. Smoke screen is now coming off cooldown, popping it, so protecting both myself and Udachi from incoming rocket planes. Honestly, I should turn off my AA, or turn on my AA, sorry. Should turn that on just to actually get some possible damage. And in a moment now, reload booster. And surprising, we're not actually spotting them. There we go. Finally actually turned on the AA. And once again, just watch the plane count just go up. And very close shot from Udachi there. Torpedoes going swiftly nearby us. I do believe the Yukikaze has a reload booster, if memory serves me. So he can launch another set if at all possible. And yeah, once again, not particularly the greatest choice on this Vlad, because he's just being focused by the CV, he's being focused by us, and now he's in a position where he really can't do much in the way. Look at that, look at those drops. So close, so very trusting between us, and yeah, this Vlad is going to go down with these torpedoes. Nothing he can do. And there we go. Vlad is now down. All that's left kind of in this cap is the enemy Scharnhorst. And one interesting aspect of this match right now is we actually currently haven't captured anything. We haven't even captured C, we haven't captured B, but A has been captured. And it wasn't the Aki. It was another ship. And we're going to see that ship in probably just a little bit. But it's very interesting that it's one ship that you would not normally expect to be charging into a cap all by itself. But it did. And this Scharnhorst is now getting a little ballsy. And now Udachi is laying down the smoke screen, which is going to be really beneficial. Playing it super close with one another, which is quite hilarious. And yeah, this Scharnhorst, this poor Scharnhorst, there's almost nothing he can do. He's just being focused down by the Graf Zeppelin. Switch over to AP, and maybe we can get another kill. That would be fantastic. And fortunately not, but we are detected. And it's not from any ships down south. It's actually from this Nuremberg that has captured A and is currently trying to chase down our Graf Zeppelin for some odd reason. Don't exactly know why. And just watch how quickly this Nuremberg goes down. I really like the Akizuki's guns. Granted, they are 100 millimeters. They do require well, especially against higher tiers, they require IFHE, but against cruisers of tier 6, just regular guns are just fine because they did get a buff to improve that. So at this time, we're gonna just pummel this Nuremberg. He's even dealing with the CV plus the Scharnhorst, so there's very little he can really do at this time. And any moment now, we should be able to finish him off. Can we get the kill? There we go. Finally got the kill. And that is kill number 2 for ourselves. But you might be wondering, there might be something else towards A. And it almost sounded like Christopher Walken there for a moment. That was weird. And yep, here comes the CV with the Shakaku's rocket planes. And once again, this is where kind of the fun aspect. There's the Shakaku. The Akizuki's AA is just absolutely fantastic. Even the Graf Zeppelin's trying to assist. I do tell Udachi at least stay close, let my AA actually do the majority of the work, because he should be fairly stealthy as long as his AA is not going. But we do get split up a little bit. I'm trying to charge in, trying to actually get some damage on the Shikaku. Now, The velocity on the shells are so high that even at this distance, they're still falling a little bit short. I'm trying to aim as far as I can. And I probably could have aimed a little bit higher. It's a little bit difficult to judge. And any moment now, we should actually start beginning to cap. Now, our team has actually managed to completely annihilate all the other ships except for the carriers on the enemy team. And look at that. Ugh. Trying to get us with those torp hits. And one nice thing about destroyers is the fact that they can change the angle of their AA with relative quickness, which is really beneficial because it does mean you can change your AA damage to one particular side. And one helpful hint is actually drop the torps closer. So almost drop the torps as if, how best to explain it, drop it where the destroyer is at the point where the torpedoes would not arm, and by the time they get going, and I almost got hit a torp there, by the time they actually arm, they should hit, theoretically, the destroyer if it's not paying attention. If that made any sense, hopefully it did. But we'll see. Anyway, Shikaku not doing a hell of a lot of damage, only getting a measly 500 to 300. But just the average DPM is just kind of making up for it. Trying to get at least possible fire, that would be fantastic. Don't really care if the CV hits us with its rockets. It shouldn't do too much damage. We should be fine because we are full health. I think that's actually our first hit of the game. So this Shikaku is just absolutely getting melted. Finally get a fire, double fires, and in a moment this should be kill number 3 for ourselves. Look at that triple fire. There we go. Shikaku is finally down. All that's left on the enemy team is that last lone Shikaku, and obviously the Shikaku player realizes that its AP bombs are completely worthless when dealing with Akizuki or any destroyers for that matter. And currently we're sitting at 45 plane kills, which is just absolutely beautiful. I just love seeing that. But that is pretty much going to be game. Not much this Shikaku can really do. Even the dead Shikaku player is trying to at least get off his load into the Scharnhorst. Anyways, so we're going to try to chase down that Shikaku, but there is a Scharnhorst and a Vlad, and obviously the CVs are trying to get in on the action, and there he is, finally detected. But he's at such far range that it's actually a little bit difficult to actually land these hits. So unfortunately we're not going to get much in the way of damage, and that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Side Gen.